Have you ever felt like there's a unique spark within you just waiting to shine? You're not alone. At the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont, we believe that everyone has the potential to transform their lives with practical spirituality. Picture this: a supportive community where everyone is striving for a deeper spiritual connection. Imagine workshops that inspire, classes that enlighten, and a welcoming community that affirms who you truly are. We like to think of ourselves as your spiritual gym. Just like physical wellness requires practice and dedication, so does spiritual wellness. Our empowering principles are designed for daily use, helping you make meaningful changes in your life. It's all about changing your mind to change your life. Sounds simple, right? Whether you're looking to unlock your potential, find clarity, or simply connect with like-minded individuals, the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont is the place to be. We're open and affirming to all because we believe that everyone deserves a chance to shine. So, are you ready to step into a more empowered version of yourself? Join us at the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont.
Might have been on mute. It was on, though. All right, friends, I invite you to settle down into your seats. It is that magical moment of meditation. If you haven't already turned off your cell phones, I invite you to do so now as we take this moment to enter into the sacred space of meditation. Setting aside everything that's in your hands, settling into the sacred space, into the sacred silence. For it is from that place of stillness, that place of silence, that we can turn our attention inward to our soul. And I invite you to take a deep breath, allowing that breath to relax your arms and your shoulders. Allow that breath to center you into this moment. Setting aside whatever is in your hands or on your mind or in your heart for this moment. Practicing the presence, knowing that Spirit is present in this moment. One meditation technique that I often use is using the steps of treatment as a way to enter into meditation. So that involves taking each step of affirmative prayer and letting that be your focus for your meditation. So just for a moment, I want you to imagine the largest God that you can imagine. Whatever name that you give it, spirit, love, infinite intelligence. Just for a moment, imagine how big Spirit is. How big is your God this morning? In all, through all, as all. Whether your mind drifts to everything in your life, or if your mind zooms out to the largest galaxy, to all of the infinite universe, it is all God. Zooming into the tiny grain of sand, or to the atom, or the proton, or the neutron, or the electron, or even farther into the quantum field, it is all God. Every sound you hear, every sensation in your body, every memory, every thought is God. What is the biggest God that you can imagine this morning? And then we take a moment to enter into the next step of affirmative prayer, which is unification or identification. All that you just imagined, all that you imagine Spirit to be, is you. It is who and what you are. The wholeness and the vastness that you felt imagining God is who you are, living, moving, and having its being as you. That same spirit, that same creative intelligence that orders the galaxies, that spins the electrons, that same creative intelligence that created everything is who and what we are. Identify with it now. Then we move on to the next step of our affirmative prayer, which is realization. Knowing that the vastness of space and time and all material is spirit, and knowing that I am one with that spirit, I know that there is nothing broken, missing, or incomplete about me. Nothing broken, nothing missing, nothing blocking the flow of good in our lives. Because you are that vast, creative intelligence. There is nothing that can block you from your good. Every thought, belief, or circumstance that is standing between you and your good is now dissolved back into the nothingness from which it came. And then we move into the fourth step of affirmative prayer, which is thanksgiving and gratitude. Knowing the infiniteness, the omnipotence, the all-creative intelligence of God is everywhere present, and knowing that I am that. Knowing that there is no blocks to the good. I am grateful. Give thanks for every single thing in your life. Allow thoughts, feelings, or pictures to enter into your mind and simply bless them and say thank you. Grateful for the good, grateful for the challenge, grateful for the good, the great, grateful for the love, just spend a moment being grateful for everything you can imagine. And then we enter into that fifth step of affirmative prayer, which is release. Knowing the vastness, the completeness of creative intelligence, spirit, or God. Knowing that I am one with that power, that presence, and that principle. knowing that there is nothing broken, missing, or blocking my good. And being thankful for that fact, I now release. I let go of any fears or doubts. I let go of any sense that I have to do the work. For I know that the universe is a mirror which reflects back to me everything that has been placed into it, without judgment, without exception. I can let go of struggle. I can let go of judgment. I can let go of efforting. I can let go of the past. You are now free. And in that freedom, there is peace. And in that freedom, there is joy. I invite you to take a deep breath and recenter into this space. And in the silence of your mind, or out loud if you wish, just simply conclude this meditation and this prayer with me by saying, "And so it is." Thank you for joining me in meditation this morning. Our regular community gathering will start in about 2 minutes.
Have you ever felt like there's a unique spark within you just waiting to shine? You're not alone. At the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont, we believe that everyone has the potential to transform their lives with practical spirituality. Picture this: a supportive community where everyone is striving for a deeper spiritual connection. Imagine workshops that inspire, classes that enlighten, and a welcoming community that affirms who you truly are. We like to think of ourselves as your spiritual gym. Just like physical wellness requires practice and dedication, so does spiritual wellness. Our empowering principles are designed for daily use, helping you make meaningful changes in your life. It's all about changing your mind to change your life. Sounds simple, right? Whether you're looking to unlock your potential, find clarity, or simply connect with like-minded individuals, the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont is the place to be. We're open and affirming to all because we believe that everyone deserves a chance to shine. So, are you ready to step into a more empowered version of yourself? Join us at the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont.
Grateful for your thoughtful words when emptiness abounds. I'm grateful when you take my hand and you turn my head around. Grateful for the heat.
Okay.
Are we on? Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day. So, following on with the wonderful meditation we just had with Reverend Hayner. Some of the things he said are just right in the lyrics of this song, so I think we'll just do it. So. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. My friends, thank you for my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Hey, hey. Let's see what else. For this place, this beautiful place, how's that? Thank you for this place, Spirit. Thank you for this place. Thank you for this place, Spirit. Thank you for this place. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful place. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful place. Hey. How about my breath, my cleansing? Thank you for my breath, Spirit. Thank you for my breath. Thank you for my breath, Spirit. Thank you for my breath. My cleansing, my cleansing, my cleansing breath. Cleansing, my cleansing, my cleansing breath. Hey. What else? This wonderful world. Thank you for this world, Spirit. Thank you for this world. Thank you for this world, Spirit. Thank you for this world. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful world. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful world. Hey, hey. This healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Again. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Sound pretty good out there.
That sounded wonderful. Can everybody hear me? I don't know why, but I think that nobody can hear me. All right. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont, Sunday service. Welcome to those online and in person. First-time guests, welcome. Please pick up a blue welcome packet in the back. They're going to be back there on the table underneath the clock. After service, we have a fellowship and meal in Carter Hall. Please consider staying after service. And let's all take a moment to make sure your cell phone is silent. I see 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're good. All right. Let us read our vision statements together. Our purpose: awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And then our CSLB vision: a world that works for everyone. And last but not least, one thought at a time. All right, everybody say howdy neighbor, visit your neighbor, give him a hug, a handshake, a nod, a hello, and we're going to do some music to get this thing started.
Right, this is just about that. the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. And feel the love in the sanctuary. Your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love.
All right. Woohoo! Big hand for our maestro of the day, Al Yankee. He's awesome when he comes. Always worth it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do our announcements, which I guess I can control from here, actually. So we have a flower ministry. Celebrate a loved one, organization, or special occasion by sponsoring Sunday flowers with a floral arrangement and a heartfelt message. Sign up today. Information is at the information station. Now, who donated these today? Anybody know?
Ross. And they're for not auction,
Raffle. Yes, we always do a raffle afterwards so that you can, because it's gorgeous and you know you want this on your table, right? Anyway, Ross donated the flowers this Sunday. So if you are interested in doing your own, I'm not sure, the information is at the information station, but you can do it anonymously. You can do it however you want. All right, next one, sign up for the fellowship. Why is this not? Hey, Chuck, you clicked on something. Okay, you can blame me, that's fine. Sign up for the Fellowship Food Challenge on the information station. There is up to a $75 reimbursement for main dishes based on your receipts. So if you would like to assist for that wonderful lunch that we always get to partake of after service, just bring your receipts, we'll submit it to the office, and of course the main dish, and we'll get things moving for you.
That's some really good stuff today.
Uh-oh, we got some good stuff today, everybody. Just be careful.
Good meat.
Good meat, right. The Joel Goldsmith book discussion is back to its regularly scheduled programming every Thursday at 4 o'clock p.m. Starting July 3rd, we actually have, Living the Infinite Way, I believe. It's a new Joel Goldsmith book that we did not get into just yet. So Reverend Neil, of course, and Yvonne Fowler, it's Yvonne, right, are doing it's actually at Yvonne's house. So you get this fabulous place to enjoy yourself. There's always food and good drink and a lovely atmosphere. So check it out. It will definitely move you forward in your spiritual path. Okay. We have this thing coming up for July 6th. It's in honor of July 4th. It is this ridiculously awesome, yummy ribs and meats and side dishes and thing going on. I guess we have enough ribs for 30 people. So make sure you show up for that. That's going to be next Sunday, I believe. And then lots and lots of food. We got ribs today too? Oh man, we're going to be all ribbed out by the time this month. Anyway, all right. So once again, fellowship after service. It's right here in Carter Hall in the other room. Join us for a meal and fellowship. I'm going to turn it over to our practitioner today, Neil. Ding.
Well, I am Reverend Neil. I have my practitioner hat on this morning, so I'm one of your licensed spiritual practitioners this morning. The other practitioners and I will be available after services on this side of the sanctuary, so we enjoy doing prayer for you after the service. Please do not leave here this morning with anything on your heart. We would love to pray with you and absolutely know that prayer works, and it could even be something good that you just want more of. So I'm going to do a quick reading this morning. This actually comes from a book by Ernest Holmes called This Thing Called You, which is a really great book. If you're new to our faith philosophy, that this is a good place to start, and it has some really great meditations in it as well. The universe is one vast system. All the laws of nature conspire to benefit humankind. But these same laws automatically protect the integrity of nature. It is as though nature said, "All right, little people, the game is yours. Play it as you see fit. I'm going to serve you, but don't fool yourself. I'm going to reflect right back to you with exactness what you really are. If you don't like what is happening, I am not going to be disturbed. You are the arbitrator of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. I have given you all. I have implanted freedom, individuality, and self-choice within you. Finally, through experience, you will learn the better and wiser way. I am love as well as law, beauty as well as reason, feeling as well as intellect. You are set on the path of self-determination. Your fantastic will, seeking good for yourself that you would not willingly give to others, may lead you up many blind alleys. You may meet with disappointment and chagrin, but I have also placed within you a compass and a chart. There is a course you may pursue which leads to happiness, to wholeness, and to peace of mind and joy. Someday you will follow this path, because I have placed a spirit within you which is ever seeking to guide, ever standing aside, permitting you partially to obliterate that which is part of myself. Through all the rounds of experience, I am here. Someday, when you sit down by the roadside, weary with struggle, you will listen deeply and you will hear a voice saying, "This is the path, follow it." Even then I shall wait, for you are you, and you cannot return to your Father's house other than a complete and perfect individualization of myself. Always I will be waiting. I shall not reproach you when you return. You will be welcome. The time of your return is your own decision. It may be now or any time in the vast forever which stretches before you. The freedom which the all-creative wisdom has designed for man is marvelous beyond human perception. Life has given man an intuitive sense of things. It has permitted him to evolve through countless ages of trial and error to the day of our redemption, always knowing that this redemption is certain. But the timing, even of eternity, so far as humankind is concerned, rests in our present or delayed acceptance. It could be today or tomorrow. It could have been yesterday. We are living in a universal now, and this now waits on our acceptance. So I invite you to close your eyes and let this meditative song bring us to our center.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul move deeper, my soul moves deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul move deeper, my soul moves deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love grow deeper, my love grows deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love grow deeper, my love grow deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
Right here and right now, we pray. We enter into that sacred silence, that sacred stillness, where we recognize that there is only one power because there can be no other. One power, one presence, one principle. That power, that presence, that principle, which I call God, simply because it is the largest word I know. It is everything. Seen and unseen, known and unknown. Everything from the vastness of millions of galaxies spinning out from the center of the universe to the smallest grain of sand. It is all that divine love, creative intelligence, wisdom, peace, perfect balance, grace, and ease. It is that fabric behind everything physical. It is the metaphysical. It is all that can ever be. And so knowing that is true, I know that each one of us is living and moving and having our being in that vastness of spirit this morning. That there is a message in this morning in the words, and the community, and the music. There is that which is calling to us, that rings our soul, that resonates with us and mind. And so we claim that gift, and we know that it is perfect just the way that it is, just the way it needs to be for our highest and best good. I know that everything this morning is unfolding in perfect ways under the divine direction of Spirit. And so I call it good, I call it complete, and I know that it is all that we need to hear and be and remember this morning is that God is all that there is. And so it is.
Okay. This is going to be fun. You guys all ready? I was in a speech and debate class when I was in college. One of the first things that you always have to do when you're doing debate is to define terms. The first term I would like to define before I actually get into the talk here is God. So most people, God means something outside of themselves, or it's a bad word. We don't use the word God. God's a guy sitting on a throne passing judgment on people. So when you hear the word God in any one of these talks or these sermons, or even if you're like reading a book, you can apply a definition to it that means everything, or energy, or mind, the mind that makes the universe, the intelligence, whatever. So you want to make sure that you're defining the terms that you're using so that you can understand what it is that you or somebody else is talking about. This talk is all about prayer. And I called it to pray or not to pray. That is not the question. And the reason that is not the question is because according to the Thessalonians 1:5-17, rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ for you. What is prayer? Prayer is a process in which we consciously direct our thoughts toward God. Now, that doesn't mean that God hears you when you're praying. God's everywhere and hears you everything you say, think, and do. God is constantly looking over your shoulder. You know when you slam your hand in the door or you accidentally drop something and you curse? God heard you. If you're one of those people who believe judgment comes from God, God judged you. You cursed. Shame on you. Prayer doesn't cease. Prayer doesn't stop. Prayer is something that we consciously do. If we are thinking about the thoughts that we think and the words that we say, we are praying because we're consciously directing what is going through our mind and mouth and body. So prayer is a mode of thinking where we are aware of what is going through our filters. In order for us to align ourselves with the universe, with God, with right order, with whatever it is you want to call it, we pray to make it so that we get all the junk and bloated nothingness of our random thoughts out of the way and think specifically for what it is that we want or do. Page 236 of the Science of Mind. Come on, you can do this. Paragraph 3. Suppose someone is constantly saying, everything is wrong in the world. People are wrong. Things are wrong. Conditions are wrong. All is sickness and unhappiness. Nothing seems worthwhile. You as a practitioner, and we're all practitioners, I could define that term later if you need it, must not be disturbed by this complaint. It is your business to remove this complex, for these inner emotions create outer conditions in and through the body and are responsible for a great deal of sickness in the world. Which literally means your negativity breeds the negativity that you feel in your life. all around you, in you, through you, as you. You are embracing it, taking it, internalizing it, and making it what you are. Treatment, which is what we call directed prayer here in the Centers for Spiritual Living, Science of Mind. Treatment straightens out consciousness by clear thinking. When the inner consciousness agrees with the truth, then, and only then, a demonstration takes place. Specifically, go over thoughts which are wrong and use the power of the word to heal them. So since we know what prayer is, what does it do? Prayer is a process in which we take the thoughts that interrupt our forward motion, our growth, our drive to succeed, and make it happen. Without prayer, without conscious thought, we cannot change the way in which we think and speak and believe. If you believe that nothing ever goes right in your life, trust me, nothing will ever go right in your life. It's just the way it works. And if you don't believe that, think about all the times you woke up in a bad mood and everything in the world gave you a reason to continue it. We all do it, and it's terrible. Prayer does something to the mind of the one praying. It does not do anything to God. The eternal gift is always made. The gift of God is the nature of God, the eternal givingness. God cannot help making the gift because God is the gift. We do not have to pray to God to be God, because God is God. Jesus revealed the nature of the divine being by his personal embodiment of the divine nature. He said, "As you believe, it shall be done unto you." And I know I've said this to many of you already before. That's literally the law of attraction. There are a lot of stories in many different religions. I always take from the Bible because it's the easiest, it's the one I'm familiar with, that somebody believed something so much that they were able to change the circumstances in the world around them, and all of a sudden the thing that was true was no longer true, and the thing that they said and believed is true. Belief is an important thing. Faith is an important thing. Here's another term to define as faith. I know and trust. I always say that when I'm talking about faith. Know and trust. I'm knowing and trusting. And the reason I use those two particular words is because I'm knowing that this is true and I trust that it's true. You can know something is true but doubt. The opposite of trust is doubt. If you doubt it, then you know something is true but you don't really trust it to be true, so it's probably not. Because you put that doubt in there. That's why faith is knowing and trusting. You have to trust that this is true. You have to trust that God has got this belief here in the universe that you know is true. You trust it, so you stop questioning it. When you trust somebody, you don't question them, right? If you're in a relationship and you don't trust the other person, you're checking their phone to see if they're getting messages from somebody that isn't you. So you have to know and trust. That is faith. So why does prayer work and why does it not? If a prayer has been answered, Science of Mind, page 281, paragraph 1. If a prayer has been answered, it is not because God has been moved to answer one man and not another, but because one man more than another has moved himself into right relationship with spirit or the principle of being, whichever one chooses to call it. What that literally means is your belief, your faith, your knowing and trusting this is far greater than the circumstance that kept it the way it was before. You know and trust more than the other person. Jesus did this. He did this. He walked up to one person who was blind. He walked up to the guy, and the guy said something along the lines of, "I am blind. I cannot see." And Jesus said, You see, you will see, and you will stand and walk with me. And the man was no longer blind. The reason the man was no longer blind, because Jesus' faith, Jesus' knowing and trustingness was greater than the other man and everybody else who knew him as blind. Jesus knew this person could see. It doesn't matter what example you take this from, all sorts of people who did this in our history. Jesus obviously is just the most written about one, and he did exactly that. If I know well enough that I could walk on water, then it doesn't matter that you think I'm going to fall when I step out on that water. I will walk on that water because I know and trust that much. I don't have any doubt. On Science of Mind, page 56, paragraph 4, all suggestion of age, poverty, limitation, or unhappiness is rooted from my mind and cannot gain entrance into my thought. I am happy, well, and filled with perfect life. I live in the spirit of truth and am conscious that the spirit of truth lives in me. My word is the law unto its own manifestation and will bring to me or cause me to be brought to its fulfillment. There is not unbelief, nor doubt, nor uncertainty. I know that I know that I know. Let every thought of doubt vanish from my mind, that I may know the truth, and the truth may make me free. Law is another word that needs to be defined. The universe does things when things happen. When you flick on a light switch, the electricity, the law of electricity is that because there is now a full circuit, the light will turn on. The law of your vocal cords is that when you put a bunch of air through and squeeze your vocal cord, you will hear a yell. You will yell. When you put out into the universe positivity and love, the universe will respond with positivity and love, because that is the seed that you planted in the universe around you. That is how the universe works. That's how everything works. If you mix, baking soda and vinegar, there is a law in that mixture that makes it fizzle and get all weird, and every kid in the world makes a volcano out of it in school, right? That's how that works. It's how the whole universe works. So in treating, once again, treatment, go beyond the disease and supply a spiritual consciousness. This is Science of Mind, page 205, paragraph 1. Providing a spiritual consciousness literally means right thinking, where you enter into your mind and you define the terms and you think only in those terms. When you are dealing with something, you only deal with those terms. Everybody here has had some sort of a career or a job or something that they do, and they get into that mindset that is specifically for that thing. There are words that apply to that thing that don't apply quite the same way to something else. I work in sales a lot. There are lots of words in sales that we use that don't really apply to every other thing in the universe. Or plumbers, flow and directional flow and fun stuff like that. So every term that you have in your life, if you talk to somebody who's a plumber, you're not going to explain their plumbing the same way an electrician is going to talk about his electrical work, because they don't work the same and they don't use the same terms. Even though a lot of the concepts are the same, but they don't use the same terms. So you have to define your terms as you're doing it. You want to understand what each term is. That's your spiritual consciousness. This is why we do have so many practices for you to practice as a practitioner, because we are all practitioners in something or other. You should definitely be a practitioner in your own spiritual mind, because we are all practicing something. A treatment is not complete without a great realization of life and love, of God and perfection, of truth and wisdom, of power and reality. Sense the divine presence in and through the patient at all times. Now, when you define a term, especially a term as important as something that applies to your entire life, you have to feel it. We are not just thinking creatures, we are feeling creatures. Our emotions are at least half of who we are. When you say a word, that word is associated with a concept in your mind. Those concepts are defined by our emotions. So when you define a term for you to use, when you use a term, if you don't feel it, you don't believe it. So a good portion of what we do when we are consciously practicing is to associate the terms that we use with the feelings that we get around those concepts. When somebody says love, it's not this abstract concept, it's a feeling. It's all-encompassing. You can feel it in your body, in your heart, in your fingers, in your toes. It doesn't stop there. It spreads outward from there. So when we're talking about God's love for, through, as us, we are talking about something that people feel when you walk into the room. We have this presence of, all of you, When somebody really doesn't like you, you feel it. They don't have to say anything. You feel it. They walk into the room and you feel it. Because that's an emotion. It's something that human beings, if we didn't have a word in our vocabulary, we would still know this thing. It was only afterwards that we applied terms to it. It was only afterward that we defined it with something that could be communicated with outside people. The communication is there whether we speak or not. And let me tell you, God is everywhere, which means that every emotion you have, that's how God's reading you. The words don't mean anything to God. It's the emotion that means something. And believe it or not, that's inside you too. We're all receptors and transmitters of emotion. Call it God energy. It's kind of like electricity, except it doesn't hurt so much, usually. Not what we eat or drink, but what we think defiles. The issues of life are from within. We must keep the mental house free from any thought that contradicts the truth of being. Mental house. So a mental house is in a county, is in a state, is in a country. So they're all connected. But we only really know that we can control our house, which is why man is the king of this castle, right? Or lady, whatever. If your house is not taken care of, your neighbors know it. They can see it. They can feel it. It's on their property values, mow your lawn, right? Fix the hanging shutter in the window. Life is what consciousness makes it, which is what this is all about. This is a great realization. Experience may appear to disclaim this fact, but the principle involved is an immutable one and cannot be shaken any more than the integrity of the universe can be violated. Let each resolve to be true to himself, true to his inner light, true to truth, as he understands it. When every man learns to speak the truth, a complete salvation will come to the world. If one thinks impurity, then his acts will be impure. If his thought dwells on purity and truth, then his acts reflecting his mind will make him pure and true. I almost made a graphic and put it on the screen, and I decided not to, about how no matter what you say or what you tell yourself you believe, it's what you feel that makes an impact, not just on yourself, but the world around you. Everybody is in integrity with the more than 50% that they believe. Your thoughts and beliefs that you truly believe, no matter what you say, impact your life. I see a lot of people who walk around, especially in our Centers for Spiritual Living, saying all is well. And you can hear from the way that they say all is well, if you listen very closely, all is not well. All is the exact opposite of well, but they're just going to keep putting that out there. They even tell themselves that. A lot of times I like to give people exercises to do in front of their mirror. And the reason I use the mirror is because I want people to look into their own eyes and then say something. You feel really silly if you don't believe it. There's a section of the Bible, I think, that talks about how you should always pray in a closet. And the reason you should pray in a closet, it's not a rule of thumb that everybody has to follow, but the point is that you're the only one hearing what you have to say, and you're the one that's going to feel whether or not you're silly for saying it. It's important that you actually believe what you say. If you don't, you're not in integrity with yourself. You are in integrity with God, because whatever it is you actually feel, God's like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a fantastic day, I think to myself, as beneath are all these worries about all the terrible things that are going to happen to me today. Trust me, God heard the second one. God's like, all right, when you get into that fender bender down the street, it was you that asked for it. I'm just saying. It's a thing. God does that. You're the one who asked for it. You put it out there. God created the law. You did it. That's how the universe works. The prayer is the most talked about in any religion, belief, or philosophy concept, period. And the reason for it is because prayer, which has very little to do with God, is the tool that will get you to the point where your life is consciously being dictated by your own beliefs and values. Prayer is the one thing you can do in life that will change your thinking and so change your life. Prayer is it. It's where it's at. Praying doesn't end with so it is or amen. It begins with the first heartbeat and it ends with the last breath. It is the Alpha and Omega, and there is nothing in your life that you can do to heal yourself and the world that is more powerful than making your prayers a conscious practice. For every word, thought, and feeling in our life is prayer, talking to God. So I want everybody here to just go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you all to repeat these words with me, slowly, quietly. I am heard by God in all I do. I accept it. I embrace it. In all that I say and think. And so it is. I am heard by God in all I do. I accept it. I embrace it. In all that I say and think. And so it is. I am heard by God in all I do. I accept it. I embrace that I say and think. And so it is. God is omnipresent. God is everywhere at all times. There is no limitation in God. There is no limitation in my life. There is no darkness. There is no hidden knowledge. God is omnipotent, all-powerful. There is nothing more powerful than God, more all-knowing than God. There is no information. There is no wisdom. There is nothing that exists outside of God. There is nothing and no one who does not exist within God. There is no darkness too dark for God's clarity. There is no love that exists outside of God. I am here in this knowingness. I am here in this absolute clarity to see what needs to be seen and heard what needs to be heard, to hear myself and the thoughts that I think, and the beliefs that I have, and the feelings I hold. And as I know this for myself, I know this for each and every person here listening. I know this for each and every person in every land all over the world, in every planet, in every corner of the universe. One story, the one story, universe. I know this, and I trust this for each and every person. And I accept and embrace this truth. Here and now, the clarity that is God is available in and through me and each and every person here, to hear themselves, to hear myself, to know what I actually feel, what I hear, to actually believe. All of these things have not just access to, but I have dominion over. I am knowing and trusting that each and every bit of God is available to me and each and every person here. I am knowing and trusting that this clarity to be able to take each of these words, define them and understand them, stand under them, make them part of the hardcore spiritual self that we are. I know that ability is there within each and every person. I know the ability to be able to make the universe around us, the one story, be exactly what the one story needs to be for me, for you, for each and every person here. I know this and that and more is true. I know that that power exists within each person. That clarity, that love for life, love for what is, love for truth. And I'm so thankful and grateful for these truths. I'm so thankful and grateful for this clarity, this ability to see and know what it is that I actually have faith in, what I know and trust, that decision that we all get to have. I am so grateful for this and more. And I release my word into the perfect action in the order of the law, knowing that God has already got this, that the law that God made to make the universe work, that switch is always on for each and every person, and for all of these words that I release now. I know and trust, thankfully, gratefully, that law has already done this, that it has already happened. It is already part of each and every person's lives. I let go and I let you, God, do what you do. And together let affirm this by saying, and so it is. Thank you. Play it again, Sam.
There we go. Thank you, Adrian. It was wonderful. So we're, as you all know, we're entering a kind of a patriotic week. I'm going to be playing patriotic music here and there and all over the place. So a few years back, I was asked to do this song, and I couldn't resist. I'm always rewriting lyrics. You know, we do that a lot in these places. So you will recognize this, but there might be a few words changed here or there. Some of the words that are here that maybe you won't recognize come from more verses of this song that you might not normally hear. So you might think that I wrote them, and I didn't. They're actually from the original. Kind of surprising. A little bit more of that. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America, America. Now here's my words. In grace and liberty, embrace the good of brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful, the patriot's dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, let love thy power be, till selfish gain no longer stain the banner of the free. America, America, with grace and liberty, embrace the good of brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Woohoo! I knew calling you Sam would work. All right. So it is that time of our service when we do joyful giving. I would like to bring to everybody's attention that gratitude is exactly 1/2 of your attitude in life. So you can give using our website at cslbeaumont.org. You just go to cslbeaumont.org on your cell phone, computer, or whatever. I'll see you guys online. Or you can text GIVE at 951-420-6909. We also offer Zelle. You can use phone number. So what you do is you go to your Zelle app and you add this phone number, 951-845-6328. That's 951-845-6328. And if you need after service, you can. Oh, it's on our little program give out that we do. So that's awesome. So if you give online or you do not have a gift to give today, just bless the offering basket as it passes by. So if we could get our ushers and practitioners to move forward, we're going to hold the consciousness of the room and we're going to give. So let us read our abundance affirmation together. I give and receive freely and generously with an open heart and an open mind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is.
Thank you for giving, and thank you for receiving, and thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing, and thank you for believing, and thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are the vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, and bless you for your sharing, and thank you for being who you are. Thank
it is time to close up our service. We like to circle around the sanctuary and hold hands. You don't have to, but we would love for you to join us in this. So if everybody would stand up, or almost everybody would stand up, anybody who has the inclination to stand up, circle up, grab the hands of the people next to you, get this all moving around. We're going to do our closing song, which is actually been introduced to us by this wonderful Yankee here, and I don't remember who's it. It's by Carl Anthony.
One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are all one. One people living on one planet, joining in one family. We are one family. We are all one. We're all one family. We are all one family. We are all one.
And just one more time. Everybody repeat after me. I am heard by God in all I do. I accept it. I embrace it in all that I say and think. And so it is. Woohoo! All right. Don't forget we got yummy, yummy food going on out here. I guess we got ribs, we got sides, we got all sorts of good stuff, coffee, you name it. So please enjoy yourselves on this beautiful Sunday, and we'll see you next time.
In my eyes, in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, in my life, I have been searching for something, but you were my dream.